93 Boxing. I'm back with another video. Kenny Porter is trying to say that Danny Garcia taking the Sean Porter fight is somewhat surprising to him. And it is surprising to many people in the YTBC. Most people see Danny Garcia as this cherry-picking ducker, while Sean Porter is this warrior, gladiator, this pressure fighter, high work rate, big puncher. When he's actually not most of them. He puts pressure, he's strong, but he's not a strong puncher. He's not that good, man. Porter's overrated. And to be honest, I don't know why people are saying that Danny Garcia would have ducked Sean Porter when Danny Garcia has a better resume, fought better competition than Sean Porter, fought fighters that no one thought he would fight. No one would have thought that he would have fought Lucas Matisse. No one would have thought that he would have fought a lot of these fighters, Keith Thurman included, man. So I don't know why we're coming up with that rubbish. Danny Garcia will probably beat Sean Porter. And everyone's running around, Danny Garcia don't want no smoke with Errol Spence. Sean Porter don't want no smoke with Errol Spence. That's the truth. And Danny Garcia made it clear that he wants to fight Errol Spence. He'll probably end up fighting Errol Spence. I believe he will fight Errol Spence. And if I have to lean towards anyone right now, it's a 50-50 fight, but I'll lean towards Danny Garcia. Yeah, I said it. Danny Garcia is not going to get walked through by Errol Spence. Errol Spence is not just going to walk through Danny Garcia like as if Garcia can't take a punch. Danny Garcia is tougher than anyone Spence has fought. Danny Garcia hits harder than anyone Spence has fought. He's more experienced than anyone Spence has fought. And Errol Spence is not just going to walk through him, he's going to get hit with punches, and those punches will hurt. It's not Lamont Peterson punching you. You guys have to keep in mind that Errol Spence is a big puncher, but not a puncher like a Lucas Matisse, not a puncher like a Keith Thurman. Danny Garcia's got a chin. And Errol Spence is not a guy that you can't cut the ring off on. He will be there for you. And he's not extremely hard to hit either. I feel like a lot easier to hit than Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman moves around a lot. And you have to cut the ring off on Keith Thurman. At least Danny Garcia had to. He doesn't have that problem against Errol Spence. Yeah, man. I don't think it's an easy fight for Garcia, though. I mean, look, a lot of times I was leaning towards Errol Spence, but most of the time since 2017, actually not before that, since Errol Spence fought, I think, Algeria or Bandu, I thought Danny Garcia versus Spence would be a good fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight, and most of the time since then, since he beat Algeria, I was leaning towards Garcia. I didn't know Algeria, I think Leonard Bandu. The one I can't remember which one. It was the second. Who did he fight later? Was it Algeria or was it Bandu? I think the second fight I was thinking, yeah, Danny Garcia, I'll slightly lean towards him, but it's a 50-50 fight. A lot of people are going to criticize me for this. A lot of people criticized me when I said Canelo would beat Triple G, and to be honest, he did. Landed the cleanest shots, more effective shots. You don't win by just throwing a bunch of punches and not landing, and the punches being ineffective. Sean Porter, he's not going to beat Danny Garcia. But, people, it might be one of those fights where people end up thinking that Sean Porter beats Danny Garcia. Like, where the fight gets finished and they think, oh, Garcia got a cherry-picking win. Sean Porter smothers his own punches. A lot of these punches that will end up landing will be smothered. They will not have the power. They will not have nothing. It'll just be like... Sean Porter's not that good, man. He is difficult to deal with, but he's not that good. He really isn't that good. The fight against Keith Thurman was convincing that he lost. I thought he lost most people thought Porter versus Brook was a competitive fight. It was competitive, but I felt like it was very convincing that Brook beat him. I felt like it was also pretty convincing that Diaz beat him in the first fight as well. And in the Granados fight, he was struggling. You know for a fact that Danny Garcia hits harder than Granados. Danny Garcia moves, he moves back, but he also has one of the best chins in boxing, and I don't see Sean Porter hurt him. He's not going to hurt him. He's not going to hurt him at all. I feel like Danny Garcia is one of the most underrated welterweights out there. I once made a video saying Amir Khan's the most underrated welterweight, but maybe not. Maybe Danny Garcia is. I forgot about him. Danny Garcia is probably the most underrated welterweight. Anyone who thinks he's just going to walk through Danny Garcia, man, you crazy, man. You crazy. Sean Porter doesn't box like Amir. All these guys that gave Danny Garcia problems, were guys that were able to move, and they have a lot of skills. Sean Porter doesn't. He can move pretty well, but he actually comes towards you, and that fits into Danny Garcia's style. And you know, that pressure that Sean Porter puts, I'm not gonna score that. I'm sorry, but this is my mind. This is what I see. Sean Porter, you know, he's trying to fool people into thinking that he's doing a lot in the ring when he's not doing shit in the ring. He's not doing shit in the ring. Like, honestly, just all this aggressive shit when you're not landing, that's bullshit. That's nothing, man. I mean, I see right through that. Danny Garcia will time him. Danny Garcia will... I mean, Porter's going to have his moment. He's still a world-class fighter, but Danny Garcia beats him, man. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. This is my new channel, 93 Boxing. I'm out. 93 Boxing. I'm back with another video.